So basically, there's a DARPA mind control group that is like they're like Nazis, and they take they take advantage of like Jewish boys and like block them with DARPA mind control from fucking chicks and stuff like that. But at the same time, they have to play this sort of we're not anti-Semitic. We respect Judaism. We like Jews. Um, we're like we're pro-Jewish, and that's like to like appease Jews. It's like this weird like philo-Semitism. We're Satanists, but we respect Jews. We like Jews, but at the same time, they're like like aggressively anti-Semitic, and they target Jews the most ruthlessly by far. They get their entire brain stripped, paranoia, annoyance. If you look at Ben Shapiro from like here for a previous few years ago, he was like he's a totally different guy. I mean, he's been stripped of his paranoia. H3H3 went from being like a young, like normal, like curly haired boy to being like a chubby, gray haired Jewish guy. And like Jews in the media don't do anything about it, but it's like a hyper anti-Semitic, like Nazi style, like put them in a concentration camp of the mind style group. They don't do it at all to Aryans. Aryans are kind of left alone for a large part, or if they're tortured, it's so mild. But it's seen as like this kind of like fair thing because Jews can take more, so they concentration camp the shit out of them in their mind without them knowing it. Some of these celebrities. So, and if you don't know, it's DARPA mind control. It's Havana syndrome. It's like they can have full neurological control with radio signals. So this group is just, they're these fucking goddamn rabid anti-Semites. And I was targeted by them. I've asked repeatedly, I've begged Andrew Rockefeller, the Rothschilds to get me out of it, to get them to stop targeting me. But there's like no way. There's just this rabid, like, they're the Illuminati's Nazi descendant group. So they're Nazis, they're KKK, they're like everything that you can think of and more, and it's all contained in their group where they use that shit. So it's like they're aggressively anti-Semitic, like so fucking anti-Semitic. Like they're not racist. They all have cuck fetishes, but they're aggressively anti-Semitic, and they tear the shit out of Jewish guys' brains typically. And then girls, they do a little bit, but guys, they tear the shit out of their brains. So they're curbing Jewish power in the West, Jewish mental power in the West overall. You will see an extreme amount of just curbing. It's called I was told it's called Operation Tame the Jew. So, and it's done these higher upper echelons of Illuminati radio signal control. Uh, Radio signal control. And they fucking sit there and just bullshit you all day and abuse their brains. Like, look at any Jewish celebrity who's somewhat paranoid or has OCD from the last few years. They will tear the shit out of their brains. So that's all that it is. I guess